Let's go.
God, speaking of that, what was it like? I mean, you were on from pilot to end. Hopefully, you make it to the end. We're crossing our fingers for the very end. What's it like wrapping? I'm assuming a lot of the crew was all the same, especially the cast we know has been around 7 seasons. What's it feel like? It's so rare to start on a show and end a show. So what was that like? What was that experience?
I have never been able to properly put this into words because, again, I thought I was dying every day. But it's been the best experience of my life, and I know I'm going to look back on it. And I remember there was a time in season 3 where I thought I was going to die probably. But I was like, hey, remember this season, because a lot of times when you're in the best times of your life, you don't sit back, take a breath, and realize you're in the best time of your life. I did that in season 3, and then I did that in season 4, 5, 6, and 7. So mentally, which is great because there are so many, again, there are times where that doesn't happen. I made sure that I sat in all these moments and enjoyed my time there, had fun with my friends, because I'm going to look back on this when I'm 50 for sure as if it was yesterday. You know those moments where if you had a good high school experience, you're 45, you're like, man, high school felt like it was yesterday when I was the football captain, you know? I know that this show for 7 years, whatever happens the rest of my career, I will be looking back on this as like my college years.
Wow.
And how amazing it was because we had an amazing crew. Like, besides the cast that we always talk about, the crew is just so giving, so loving, so caring. Everybody's there to look out for each other, and I can't say enough. If I walk in the hair and makeup team if I was upset for some reason or just having a bad day, I would walk out of there with the biggest smile on my face because those guys start your day and they're the best group. I can't say enough about the people that we had around on the show, and I'm so glad that they were whoever put them all together.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's funny that you say that because I feel like all of us kind of have a similar experience with the show. I mean, obviously the TV show doesn't grab headlines everywhere, but for us, it's a huge TV show. For the 5 of us that do the podcast, I mean, this show has just been years for us at this point, and now it's the first show we've ever done a podcast about, so it definitely holds a super special place in our hearts as well.
I love that. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
I've always, when I finish a show that I've loved, either watched live for years and years, I'm sad for myself, but I look at the actors saying goodbye to each other, and I'm like, this is devastating. I'm like, are they okay? I'm sad that their friendship, like, I feel like I'm friends with you guys because of watching for 7 years, but you guys are like actually family and friends. I can't even imagine. I'm just glad that it went 7 seasons and we're getting the end it deserves, and hopefully we get the prequel so the lore lives on. But man, you guys have been killing it for 7 seasons.
I think you said it perfectly. I wanted to keep going because I think the lore deserves it because there's so much that's been talked about that we haven't seen. Let's see it. I want to see that, you know. I'm Jackson. I can't be on that show. I want to see it because I know if I was watching the 100, I would be so mad I wasn't on it. So as it's continuing, I would love to just be able to sit down and watch it as somebody who was a part of that history. And to answer that question, we are all devastated. We're not okay. But what's lucky is that a lot of us live close to each other, around each other, and that we get to see each other often enough. So besides obvious pandemics, but it's lucky that we've made friends for life from this show, and that's been the greatest part about it.